Wow. For this video, I am sat. Because usually, on my channel, whenever I make videos, I stand. But today, I thought that I would sit down. Because it is a heavy topic that we need to get into today. And that is the fact that Hasan Abi has actually been banned on Twitch. Oh my god. Can we get a bit of a round of applause for Twitch, please? Jesus. It's about goddamn time. This man, Hasan, has been getting away with saying a lot of wild things over the past couple of years now, to the point where everyone has just been kind of throwing their hands up and just been like, why is this man not banned? This man has been saying out-of-pocket stuff and very extreme stuff for the last couple of years, to the point where he needs to be suspended and reprimanded for some of the things that he says. Now, when it comes to his views, I do think that they're extreme, but I do think that if you want to have a little bit of extreme views, that, you know what, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. But when you have a much of a public platform, as you do as Hasan, and you are acting as extreme as you are, and you are saying some things that are extreme as Hasan are saying, you should definitely be reprimanded for some of those things. Now, you're probably asking me, but you probably do know at the same time, of what did Hasan get banned for? Well, Hasan got banned for this clip right here.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
So that is the clip of where Hasan is talking about Rick Scott, someone who has committed multiple millions of dollars in US Medicare fraud, supposedly, which, to be honest, I don't deny. There's probably a better chance that I've seen some articles about this. I've seen some headlines as well about the fraud that this man, Rick Scott, has considered. Yes, but no way should you ever advocate for any type of violence. You should never incite violence, no matter what, on your channel. You should never advocate for the death of someone, especially when you have a public platform as much as Hasan does, and you have extreme views as much as him, and some of your audience is as radical as they are. Now, I did make a video about this over a day ago, talking about how Hasan calls for violence on US Senator, which he does. Calling for the death of someone, whether it's by his audience or whether it's by the Senate, it is still advocating for violence. But obviously, when you make a negative video about Hasan and you don't have a platform of an audience that knows your views or understands where you're coming from, you're going to get a lot of people, especially when it comes to Hasan. You get a lot of dick riders on Hasan. And on that video, I did get a lot of people defending him. And I want to go over a few of those comments, because this has definitely got to do with his ban. This is very relevant to Hasan's ban. So the first comment we got right here is, tell me you don't understand without telling me you don't understand. Please inform me about what I don't understand, because I very clearly outlined it in my video. I even talked about how this man, Rick Scott, isn't a great man. No, I said he's definitely a terrible person. But saying that if they should move forward to making Medicare a better place for all Americans, killing someone is not the way to go about it. I mean, we all saw it with Luigi Mangione. He killed the CEO of a private healthcare. What has that done since then? Nothing. It hasn't done anything. The CEO of a big private healthcare company was shot. Has that changed anything? No, it hasn't. Nope. So it just goes to show that, you know, killing someone, one, is bad, because yes, that does incite violence upon whether you tell your audience to do it or whether you are saying that someone else should do it. It is still inciting violence no matter which way you go about it. We have another one here saying, not American, complaining about Hasan bringing up that Rick Scott is one of the biggest scammers of Medicaid and Medicare and pointing out the hypocrisy. Profit? I don't know, you got like 140 views being a reaching drama farmer, don't even have the views to back up this pathetic reach. Well, one, no, I'm not American, and it shouldn't matter whether I'm American or not to say that someone who's on a public platform advocating for the death of someone is bad, especially when other people on that public platform have been banned for a lot less. We've seen people on Twitch been banned for a lot less, and that's the reason why me and so many other people aren't happy with what Hasan said is mainly because there's been no repercussions with this man at all. He's just been able to say whatever he has wanted for a long period of time and met with no repercussions whatsoever. And I did talk about Rick Scott and how bad he is. I literally said, yes, this man, probably something should be done, but advocating for death on him is not a good thing to do. And talking about profit, I don't do my channel for profit. No, I do it because I actually like talking about internet drama. I actually don't mind talking about political views. And when people disagree with me, it's fine. Obviously, when people attack me, that's a completely different story, because that's what a lot of these people did in their comments. Instead of trying to put their point of views, what they did was attack. And talking about how I'm reaching for views to back up this pathetic reach. Well, there's a lot of other people with bigger channels who have advocated for this. One being Asmongold. And oh my God, Hasan viewers, they don't like Asmon. They don't whatsoever. This man also said that what Hasan said was wrong. And if you go on his video talking about the situation, you'll see a lot of people did agree with what Asmon said, that yes, Hasan should be banned. If you just go on Twitter, you look at some of the posts, you see that a lot of people are like, how is this man have a platform still after advocating for the death of somebody? And then we go right here saying that I can't imagine what you're like with social cues in person. Been pretty good as I've gotten older with social cues. It's more body language, you know what I mean? I'm very good at reading people's body language of when they advocate and their tone of voice. Not so much what they say, but you got to listen to the tone of voice. Do they have any aggression in their voice? What's their body language come off as? And when you hear Hasan say it, he says, you would kill Rick Scott. He like emphasizes it, and then he repeats himself as well. Later on, he repeats what he says, pretty much double downing on that, saying that if a call for violence, you have got to be constantly humiliating yourself, failing to read the room. Dude, he has lent me your ear and starts mutilating himself like Van Gogh. Well, you're the one who's being extreme with this, not me. This guy hears something is for birds and thinks it's nice. The winged friends get their own special thing. This guy needs to take a note out of his own book. Guy has intentionally broken his leg so many times when people just wanted to wish him good luck. One colloquism that does fit here. Your thoughts are worth about 1 penny because how is this so lost on you? The man said they want to improve Medicare, that they should kill someone. That's what he said. And like I've said, is that killing someone, we've noticed over time, we literally see it with Luigi Mangione, is that Luigi killed someone who was, in the private healthcare. What did that do? Nothing. Killing a person in a higher position never does anything. As a matter of fact, you want to know what it does? It makes people double down. That's all it does. When you incite violence in any way possible, all it does is it doubles down. It never improves anything. You want to know the only way you can change things is to reform them. Reform them. Killing someone does not do anything. Because I bet you any money that if they had to do that to Rick Scott, you want to know what would happen? They just replace him with another Rick Scott. That's it. And they make it out like that it's just this man that is doing all of it. You think that he doesn't have other people helping him out? You don't think that it's the whole system? The whole system isn't one person. The whole system isn't controlled by one person. Getting rid of one person, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Inciting violence and saying the death for someone never fixes anything, because it's the system. You have to reform the whole entire system. That's how you fix something. He said, bro, he was saying Congress people and senators don't care about Medicare aid fraud because then they'd kill Rick Scott as in capital punishment. No, he wasn't. He could have said there should be some legal ramifications for Rick Scott. 100%. Even I would get behind that. I'm not American, but I would say yes. Because you know what? As an Aussie, I feel bad for Americans. I do. I feel bad because I've seen over the years of how bad like the Medicare is in America. I feel bad for these Americans. And I'm like, damn, I'm grateful that I live here in Australia. And yes, even me, as someone who lives overseas, I would advocate for Americans to have better Medicare. 100%. And to go through that in a legal way and reforming is the best way to do it. But what, to just kill someone? And he didn't say capital punishment. He didn't say that. He said that they should kill him. This man has extremists in his audience. What do you think they're going to do, huh? How do you think they're going to take it? They're going to take it literally. His audience takes things literally all the fucking time. And this guy said, imagine unironically being a massive fan of the stupidest man alive, Asmongold. Yes. Yes, because I am Asmongold is stupider than Hasan, someone who actually takes the middle ground a lot of the times. And what's really funny is that, like, that comment, I want to bring it up as a discussion, is that it's so obvious that these people are Hasan fans, Hasan dick riders. Obviously, it's me. I don't have a big channel, so I don't have, like, you know, my own audience, and I don't have people that think a lot like me. So obviously, when it comes to me making a negative video on Hasan, all that's going to come in is dick riders. These are the exact same people that will call Asmongold a Nazi just because they've seen like one out of context clip of when he got banned last year, to which he has even come out and said that what he said was wrong, that his wording was wrong, that he advocated for violence, and that's never the right way to go about this. But on the other hand, Hasan's just deflecting, talking about how, no, I called for capital punishment. I'm sorry, I'll choose my words carefully next time and say if Mike Johnson cares about Medicare fraud since he wants to cut $800 million from Medicaid and Medicare, he'd call for capital punishment, for max punishment for current FL GOP Senator, former Governor Rick Scott, who has done the most Medicare fraud in US history. Yes, you have to word your things better. You can't come out and state that someone should die. You can't do that, especially on a platform like Twitch where people get banned for so much less. That's why people like me and a lot of other people were annoyed by this whole entire situation, was because it's like, you can't come out and say this on a public platform. You can't come out and say someone should be killed. Yes, what he's done was wrong. We know this. No shit. But you can't come out and say that. It's just how it is. You can't. It's against the Twitch TOS. It is. You can't do that. That's why. Stop deflecting, Hasan. Just say, yes, my wording was bad. I'll do better next time. And that's it. Stop trying to reverse and deflect and be like, but guys, look how bad this guy's. We know he's bad. Just say what you said was dumb. That's it. Stop trying to show articles. We get it. I even admitted in my video too. Everyone knows. But we also know that you can't advocate for death and incite any type of violence on a public platform where you are deemed as a radical left person and you also have radical people within your audience. But if you are a Hasan viewer and you're watching this video once again, I appreciate the views. And just remember, guys, that a like and dislike on YouTube videos these days, they both do the same thing. So when you dislike a video, it counts as an engagement, and also comments count as an engagement. So if you don't like what someone says in their video and you don't want it to get any views, the best thing to actually do is to ignore it. But I doubt many Hasan viewers have gotten to the end of this video. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.